forgotten pages of the book of good and evil comes a dark force wreaking havoc on an unsuspecting world. This evil horde strikes terror in even the staunchest hearts and has come to be known as warriors. Led by the walkie-talkie tower of destruction, Plague. No one is more reckless, more ravishing than the Raven. He's too hot to handle, he's Pyro. The biggest chip off the Rock of Gibraltar, Lady Battleaxe. The Duke of Doom, he's your worst nightmare. The Royal Good Girl, gone bad, Princess Malice. The utter state of confusion, he's Chaos. And a truly dangerous snake in the grass, Venom! And I, the Lord of Rules and Discipline, have brought back these skillful teams of modern-day knights to do battle in their continuing quest against the despicable warriors. Representing the gold team from El Toro, California, these newlyweds, Veronica Wunderlich and her husband Scott, a U.S. Marine originally from Louisville, Kentucky, hope to earn their stripes by defeating the enemy. For the purple team, future Los Angeles Sheriff Michael Johnson and his partner aerobic instructor Kathy Perry hope to give the Warriors a real workout. These teams shall vie for knighthood in a whirling battle where but one couple shall reap the riches of sweet victory. There is no turning back. The time has come for knights and warriors.
You're looking at the Warrior Dome, battleground for today's face-off round of Knights and Warriors. Well, hi again, everybody. I'm Joe Fowler, and I'll be your play-by-play man for the next 60 minutes as we bring you the games of the 12th century and bring them up to date to the 20th century. And joining me for all the excitement is Lisa Canning. Lisa, where are you?
I'm right here with double excitement from the Warrior Dome. It's face-off competition time. Scott, Veronica, Michael, and Kathy have been here before. They've done well. The Warriors know it, so they are going to be at their meanest. Oh, boy. Joe?
Speaking of meanest and Warriors, that sound can only mean one thing. They have entered the Warrior Dome.
Oh, Joe, just looking at them makes me nervous.
Plague, Pyro, Nightmare, Chaos, list them, Raven, Battleaxe, Venom, Malice. They're on a crusade. Get the Knights, Lisa.
Oh!
They're mean, they're bad, they're ruthless, they're wicked. And you know what? They're proud of it because they are warriors. Look at the Lord of Rules and Discipline. He's got to keep some semblance of control over this event. All right, let's get rolling, okay? Both teams competing today won their preliminary round one competitions. They have earned the right to square off in this quarterfinal face-off round. You ready for the action? I am too. Let's go. First event, Battle Swords.
This tall platform houses two mechanical treadmills. Each competitor must keep running while striking each other with their padded swords. If a knight knocks off the warrior first, 50 points are earned. If both are still standing at the end of this 30-second tournament, the knight will receive 25 points.
The gold team, Scott Wunderlich, will go first. Scott Wunderlich is a 30-year-old U.S. Marine from Louisville, Kentucky. He's 6'1", weighs 180. His opponent, none other than the Plague.
Nothing I like better than a little knight running at me with a sword in his hand. To me, it's batting practice.
Look at our knight, poised and ready to go on the platform. Let's watch the action. 30 on the clock. The gong and the treadmill, and Plague decides to attack immediately. He's full of surprises. He's going to attack. Wunderlich is crying for mercy. Wunderlich now tries to cross the treadmill, and it's hand-to-hand combat. And down goes Scott Wunderlich. Plague on top. Wunderlich, the loser. He never should have tried to cross the line. He was hurt from the get-go. Let's look again. For Scott, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You are down and out.
Well, you were holding on for dear life up there. What were you thinking when you crossed the line?
I don't know. His Plague, he wasn't kidding about batting practice. My head feels like he just hit it for a home run. That first hit, I totally lost where I was. I just tried to stay up there for as long as I could.
Well, you tried. You were trying real hard. Well, good luck to you on the next event. And we'll go back to you, John. Next heat is about to start.
Get the smelling salts out for Scott Wonderlick, and 6 feet, a sturdy 219 pounds from Canoga Park, California. Plague absolutely loves this event. Will Michael knock him off? Let's find out. The treadmill's underway, and Michael went down in 5 seconds 2 weeks ago, and he's going to go down in about 5 seconds today. Michael Johnson having all such bad luck in battle swords, and Plague is on a roll. Take another look with our Warrior Cam. Everyone knows the rules of chivalry say never hit a man when he's down. But the Warriors have their code of conduct, and it says always hit a man when he's down.
Now, Plague is making you guys look like a couple of weaklings. What's going on with you?
I just forgot to keep running. I got to keep running and hitting, and I just oversighted myself, I guess. You know.
You okay there, buddy? That was good. Yeah, that was good. Give me 5. Give me 5. High five. Come on, be cool. It's all about friendship.
Can't say the Warriors ever win, really, like gentlemen, can we? Joe, we're going to send it on back to you.
Well, Michael Johnson and Scott Wonderlick will have some bruises as souvenirs from their battle swords. It was all Plague. And it's all zeros. There's your board. Gold team, 0. Purple team, 0. But there's a lot more. In fact, this next event, by far one of our most dangerous, as if that wasn't, our running knights must exhibit speed, great coordination, and the ability to dodge a bulldozer. This medieval mesmerizer is called the Sorcerer's Wheel.
This giant wheel will be spinning in one direction while the knight runs in the opposite direction. If that's not enough, we've also placed a couple of hurdles that the knight must jump while trying to stay on both feet. Each time the knight passes the lap counter on the outside of the wheel, 10 points will be earned. This is a 45-second event.
We've also added a 75-pound death ball that the Warriors will use to attempt to knock the knights right off the wheel.
The giant mace is like Father Time. Eventually, it's gonna catch up to you. This Father Time is gonna clean your clock. Yeah! Woo!
This is an individual event with just the women competing, but the points they earn will be added to their team's score. First up to take a spin on the wheel is the gold team's Veronica Wonderlick. Veronica, originally from Fresno, California, 26-year-old receptionist. She's 5'8", 125 pounds. As Veronica steps towards the wheel and into enemy territory, you can see she's being insulted by our 4 anxious warriors, Princess Malice, Venom, Raven, and Lady Battleaxe. We're set! 45 on the clock, each lap worth 10. Veronica trips from the start. That's not a good beginning. Veronica working her way around. She's going to have to pump it up a bit. Lady Battleaxe with the warrior windup just misses. Veronica's having trouble just staying on 2 feet without the death ball. The first lap will not count. She starts in the interior. You got to stay off of the mat. 24 seconds and counting. Veronica Wonderlick has to hurdle. That's when the knights are most vulnerable. During the hurdle, and also when that 75-pounder hits it from the side. Veronica takes a dive, and that's going to do it. It happens. The knight worries about the hurdle and forgets about the death ball. Okay, the purple team's Kathy Perry is now taking her place at the wheel. Kathy is a 26-year-old aerobics instructor from West Hills, California. She's 5'9", 135 pounds. She is a strong runner. Let's see how she does. Here we go. Kathy hits the first hurdle running. She said her brothers used to beat her up when she was a kid. She's learned how to defend herself. But she's going to get beat up here. Lap number 1 counts, 30 seconds and counting. Battleaxe has the ball. The warrior windup is going to be blatantly delivered. The wind, the feed, it knocks her but not down. 20 seconds and counting. Kathy Perry racking up 20 points, going for 30. She takes the ball in the gut, but did she pass the lap counter? Did she pass the red arrow? Yes, 10 points, not much time left. Venom gets her from behind it. Oh, she hits the wheel hard. They are picking on Kathy Perry. 3 seconds, 2. She's knocked to and fro as they miss her at the end. And guess what? She stays on the wheel. 30 points for the purple team. Take another look. You see Kathy going the distance, but takes an unexpected detour along the way. This event should be called Roadkill.
Look at that. God, you've got battle scar. How you doing, Kathy?
I'm doing all right. I went down pretty hard a couple times, but I'm not going down without a fight, and I'm looking forward to more.
And on that note, we'll show you the score. The purple team, on the strength of Kathy Perry's run on Sorcerer's Wheel, is leading over the gold team 30-0. Are you ready for more supercharged action? Let's move on to our next event. How would I describe it? It features rocketing balls, a ring of fire, a catapult with a bad attitude. Well, Lisa Canning has more.
This event turns our arena into a minefield. The Knights must catch these red balls fired from the catapult and then toss them through the ring of fire, while dodging these yellow fastballs being blasted at them by 2 giant slingshots. The Knights can earn 50 or 25 points by successfully throwing the red balls from the marked scoring zones in this 60-second event.
The Knights are entering the arena. The Warriors have taken their places behind the weaponry. Let's set the lines. Chaos and Plague will be manning the catapult. Nightmare and Pyro behind the slingshots. While Scott and Michael get ready for the start, let's get the Warrior perspective on catapult.
When we get behind one of these slingshots, they call us doctors. Plastic surgeons, to be more precise. Yeah, we're gonna rearrange those Knights' faces. Yeah.
No more talk. It's time for action. 60 on the clock. Ammunition ready to fire. Here we go. Wonderlick in gold. Johnson in purple. Johnson deflects a bullet, fires off the rim. Another red ball in the air, up for grabs. It's tipped away by Michael Johnson. They'll go for another one. Wonderlick in front of him at the 25, the 50. Dodges, throws, bingo. Here comes Johnson to the right side. He barrels over Wonderlick. Dodges again. He's going to fire. It's a double whammy. Both of the Knights score. 30 seconds and counting. 150 Wonderlick. Johnson at the 50. A little stutter step. He misfires. Again, both of these teams are starving for points. Only 30 going into this event. Look at that move by Wonderlick. He fires and scores. So does Johnson. It is raining red balls. Wonderlick at the 25, the 50, takes a shot from Venom, and it did affect him. He couldn't hit it. Johnson's going to fire with 5 seconds. Nothing doing. One more red ball. 3 seconds to go. Going to have to take a long-range shot. Johnson fires. No! But 150 to 100. Wonderlick and Johnson put on quite a show. Watch this. Johnson charges the ring like a bull. This guy has warrior potential, folks. Actually, nobody plays that dirty. And now the ladies. Battle Axe and Venom are manning the slingshots. Raven and Princess Malice will be launching the red balls from the catapult. Veronica and Kathy, if they want to score, they got to get out there and charge the 50-point danger zone. That's the way to score the big points. We are about ready for catapult. 60 on the clock. Veronica Wonderlick in gold. Kathy Perry in purple. Perry scored 125 points in this 2 weeks ago. She takes a shot to the head. Another shot. Misses. Veronica failed to score 2 weeks ago, and she just had that ball knocked out of her hand. She's going to fire anyway. Yes! A brave 50-pointer for Veronica Wonderlick. Kathy Perry also being bombarded by a barrage of balls. And Perry misses. How can you blame her? They're all over these two. 31 seconds and counting. Here comes Veronica. She's being hit once, twice, 3 times. Perry shoots and scores. Veronica cannot handle it. She's taken a shot to the head. She's lost her glasses. And she retreats back to the no-scoring zone. Veronica Wonderlick looks like she is not going to be able to compete. But Kathy Perry scores again and continues to brave it. Veronica, without any glasses, look at her. She stays back in the 25. It's the best she can do. She knows she's in trouble. Kathy Perry in the 50 with 3 seconds to go. A little bit too high. That will do it. A very difficult round for Veronica Wonderlick. She is outdone by Kathy Perry. 100 for the purple, 50 for the gold. Take another look. The Warrior Code of Conduct says it isn't nice to hit girls unless they're charging the 50 zone and you just feel like it. We saw a lot of this, didn't we? Because they're taking a barrage in that event. It was a good one. Let's show you the bottom line. Here's your scoreboard. Purple team of Johnson and Perry, 230. The gold team of Wonderlick and Wonderlick, 200. Our face-off round continues. Looming high above the Warrior Dome is a man-made mountain with evil written all over it, and warriors erupting inside of it. This seething summit is called the volcano. Here's Lisa to tell us how it's played.
2 Knights will attempt to scale this 30-foot meshed mountain. 4 caged warriors will be inside the volcano, waiting to erupt and ultimately disrupt the Knights' brave climb to the top. There are 4 scoring zones worth 25, 50, 75, and 100 points for reaching the top. This is a 45-second event for the men and 1 minute for the ladies.
Deep inside this dangerous mountain are Nightmare, Pyro, Chaos, and Plague.
Hey guys, you read that? What? I filled this footpad full of rocks, tin cans, and a bowling ball.
That's cool.
Great idea. That ought to fix him. Yeah. Does it come in brown?
The Knights are rigged with a safety harness, helmet, pads, and non-stick mitts. And for the record, there are no rocks or tin cans in Nightmare's pad. He might have a bowling ball in there, though. Here we go, Wonderlic in goal. That's Johnson making his way up in purple. Ex-football champion Johnson, U.S. Marine is Wonderlic. They're tough. Nightmare needs to really push it. Wonderlic and Johnson. Johnson is already in the 50. So's Wonderlic. And they're moving on up the mountain. He takes a shot from Nightmare, but he keeps climbing. Johnson on the right in purple, still climbing. And you can see Nightmare going for his face mask. Look at Nightmare going for the face mask. Meantime, Wonderlic is in the 75 as well. We have 8 seconds to go. Wonderlic is moving all the way up. Nightmare's dropped all his pads. He's grabbing and clawing. 2 seconds. Grab the flag. The flag goes to Michael Johnson. After all of the problems he had with Nightmare, he has his 100. Man, look at this. Nightmare, using the ultimate strategy, tries to take Michael's head off. You know he was disappointed. All he got was an empty helmet. And Michael keeps his head and goes to the top. Okay, let's see if the ladies can top that last run. They're ready to make their climb over to their positions inside the Tower of Doom. Lady Battleaxe, Raven, Venom, Princess Malice. They'll be trying to slow them down as they make their way to the top. It looks like we're ready. 60 on the clock. Raven swinging back and forth. She'll take a stab at Perry, and she does knock her. Over to Wonderlic. Again to Perry. You can see Malice and Venom doing the muscling. Battleaxe pulling her up. Raven slams Perry in the head. Another shot, but she'll not hit that time. Perry already is in the 50. You've got to believe that her bell was rung. She continues to climb in the 50. Raven continues to take pot shots at her. She's hitting low. Wonderlic is in the 50 as well. It's Perry who wants 75. Raven grabbing at her. She wants to use the padding and hit her from above. Raven's having a tough time keeping up. Perry with 20 seconds to go. Looks like she'll make it to the top. There's not much Raven can do. It will be Perry going to the top. 13 and counting, and she has her flag for 100 points. All right, take a look. Here's the damage that was done. The purple team has opened up a lead. Johnson and Perry, 430. Wonderlic and Wonderlic, 325. Welcome back to the Warrior Dome and Knights and Warriors. Our next event hits the chivalrous Knights against the Wheeled Warriors in a contest that combines one of the fastest growing sports of the 20th century, rollerblading, with the most popular game of the 12th century, jousting. The event? What else? Roller joust.
Equipped with inline skates, our Knights will attempt to land 24 scoring rings while being chased by 2 warriors. For the first 15 seconds of this 45-second event, only the Knights can use the inside lanes of the track. After that, it's a free-for-all. Each red ring is worth 10 points and the gold rings are worth 25 points. The event is over when a Knight is tackled.
But the Knight keeps all of the points scored. Sound easy? Are you kidding?
Pyro, explain this to me again. I catch up to the Knight, yank him off the track, and then administer a severe beating.
Exactly. Standard police procedure.
Okay, first up for the gold team, Scott Wonderlic. Scott's going to zip on over to the center of the track. Pyro and Plague have already started circling this track. They are just waiting to get a shot at Scott. We are ready. 45 on the clock. There's the dog, and Scott quickly in behind Pyro for a 10, and now for the goal, 25. Pyro turns and faces it. As long as he keeps moving in the same direction, he can do that. Scott uses the Warrior Free Zone. A good move. He'll get another 25 and a 10. He's rocking and rolling. 70, make it 80. And now he knows he's in trouble. He jumps over the mat. I don't know if that's a legal maneuver. A great move by Wonderlic. He wants another 25. Oh, what a run. He gets away from him. He gets away from Plague. And now Scott Wonderlic knows he's going to be history. Oh, baby. But what he did here was he got their goat. And now, as usual, the Warriors will try to finish him off after the gong. This is pretty fancy skating by Scott, but can he get away with it? Let's find out from the Lord of Rules and Discipline.
Painful as it is for me to rule in favor of the hated Warriors, Knight Scott Wonderlic repeatedly crossed the red barriers in violation of the rules. Consequently, I restrict him to a total points of 80.
Well, there you go, Scott. What do you think of the ruling?
Well, I wasn't trying to cheat. I was just trying to be creative. It's the Warriors that cheat.
Now let's see how creative Michael Johnson can be against the Warriors in his run for the rings. Michael looks ready. Here we go. 2 weeks ago, he scored 115 in this event. You know he can do it. Off in behind, Pyro he goes for a 10, and now looking at 25. The Warrior free zone is in effect. He says, I'll take that zone. 32 seconds and counting. He's got 35. Again, he pings in behind Pyro, and there comes Plague. He's got another goal. Plague is right on his rear. They're in the Warrior free zone, but you know Plague can play there. Plague loses his balance. Johnson gets another 25. It's a good run. It's a good run that lasts to the 16-second mark and 85 points. Take another look. Plague is breathing down Michael's neck, and now he's eating his dust. That's got to make Michael feel good.
Those guys are pretty weak. They're the weak Warriors. I wanted to go head up with them to show them what I'm all about. It took 2 of them to take me down. It's no problem.
Ooh, living a little dangerously there. Let's see how those scores are looking, Joe.
Michael was creative, and he didn't cross the line. Not bad, and he gives his team the lead. Again, our score, Johnson and Perry, 5-15. Wonderlic and Wonderlic, 4-05. It's a good one. Now, catch your breath, you and the Knights. And while we're doing that, let's check out the action in the Warrior Den.
Monty, there you are. You've been a very good boy today. Yes, you have. Perhaps you could have 2 nights for dessert.
So how was the weenie roast last night?
Hot. Very, very hot.
And your date?
You mean the one that tried to pour a vat of hot scalding oil on me from the bleachers?
She's the one.
I think she's starting to warm up to me now.
Welcome back to the second half of this face-off round of Knights and Warriors. We've got an outstanding competition going on. Now the ladies are about to test their skills on roller joust. All right, first up for the gold team, Veronica Wonderlic. While she pursues the ring, she'll be stalked by Princess Malice and Venom.
Venom, don't you hate it when you can't concentrate on smashing those lady knights' faces? When their boyfriends are just staring at us?
Oh, for sure. I just hate it when that happens.
I might remind Malice and Venom that Veronica Wonderlic has no boyfriend. She's married. I guess that's a commentary. And she's married to her partner. Here we go. They are circling the track. Veronica is ready to take her lane to the rings. She comes in for a 10. Got it. A big 25 staring her in the face. Got it. She's not skating very fast. She has the Warrior free zone for 5 more seconds. You can see she is tentative. You've got the Warrior free zone, then you got to run, baby, run. Go for the 25. Bingo. You can see now Venom is head on her. Yes. The writing was on the wall. Veronica not a good skater, but guess what? She picks up 60 points. Let's look at our replay. When the Warrior free zone opens up, what do? Strap on your helmet and make a night of it. Good night. A tentative run for Veronica Wonderlic. Let's get back down on the floor and see how Kathy Perry can do against these wheeled Warriors. She was watching the last run. She looks ready. Which way is she going to go? That's the first bit of strategy. She looks, waiting. You know what she's doing? She's waiting for Venom to pass her by. That's exactly what's going to happen. The unfortunate deal there is 12 seconds have ticked off the clock. She's got 10 and the 25 for 35. Zips into the Warrior free zone. This is a girl who loves rollerblading. There's a difference, though. This is roller joust. Lances, rings, 2 out-of-control Warriors. She's got another 25. Misses the 10. She hears footsteps. She sees Venom. She gets by Venom. And here comes Malice. A 1-2 1-2 punch is delivered, and down goes Perry. Not without scoring 60 points. Let's look at the replay. You can see that Kathy Perry straight arms Venom right there. That kind of action is a call to arms from Alice. She steps on the gas and moves in for the kill.
Kathy almost had a breakaway there.
I tell you, Lisa, the Warriors always take some real cheap shots. They usually do. I just tried to skate as fast as I could and get as many points as I could.
You've certainly had your share of runnings with the Warriors, haven't you?
I have, but I'm not going down easy, and if I do go down, I'm taking one of them with me every time.
That's right.
All right, you heard it, Joe. Back to you.
Kathy Perry bought herself some extra time and scored some extra points, and she gives her team the lead. Safe lead? No, but a lead nonetheless. Here's your scoreboard. Johnson and Perry, 575. The gold team of Wunderlich and Wunderlich, 465. Well, to be successful in the next contest, the Knights must put to use their minds as well as their muscles. They've got to gain the advantage and claim victory. The event, Tug of Warriors. Here's Lisa to explain.
The object of this event is to pull the warrior off the swivel pedestal in 30 seconds or less. If the knight is successful, 100 points will be awarded. If both the knight and the warrior survive, the knight will be awarded 50 points.
This is another of our individual events with just the men competing. The gold team will go first. Scott Wunderlich is now being lifted up to his pedestal. Cunning, timing, precise strategy. Those are the keys to bringing Chaos down from his pedestal. They are both in place. He's ready to go. Arms extended, 30 on the clock. Wunderlich and his team is down. Chaos is too chaotic to have a strategy. He just pulled. And Wunderlich becomes a victim in just 6 seconds. It took no time at all. Here's our replay. Scott Wunderlich takes a page out of boxing history with the Ali Shuffle. Chaos counters with the old rope-a-dope routine. And Scott goes down for the count. Well, that last run will teach you not to blink, or you might miss what happens. All right, the purple team's Michael Johnson will face Chaos. Michael's got to keep relaxed, the low center of gravity. He's got to go head-to-head against Chaos. Johnson 2 weeks ago won against Pyro. He has a strategy, and he's pulling the rope out of Chaos. Chaos almost out of rope. 21 seconds and counting. 100 points if you win. Now you see Chaos trying to whip him off the pedestal. Those pedestals swivel. Chaos has no more rope. He's going down. Michael Johnson, he won 2 weeks ago. He wins again. Michael's on a roll. 100 points. Let's show you the replay. Chaos trying that rope-a-dope again, but at the end of this event, there's only one guy feeling kind of dopey and grumpy, and one guy feeling pretty happy. Let's talk to him.
Second time for you, making those Warriors look like a couple of pansies. Congratulations, Michael.
Yeah, they're pretty weak. As I said, the Knights always win. We're going to take them all. No problem.
All right, good for you. You're really good at this. Joe?
There's a rumor going around that the Warriors might have to hire Michael Johnson as a coach for Tug of Warriors. Okay, here's your scoreboard. It is now 675 to 465. The purple over the gold. We've seen it all, haven't we? You've experienced the heights of the volcano. Now we're going to take you to the depths of the pit. That's the name of the game. Here's Lisa Canning to explain.
This tough event is played in a 25-foot bowl where the Knights will go head-to-head in a fast and furious shoving match. The object of this 45-second event is to stay on your feet while pushing your opponent down in one of the 4 score zones around the perimeter worth 25, 50, and 75 points. No points are scored in the red center zone.
For your clarification, a Knight is considered down if he or she falls on their seat, back, or shoulders. Now adding muscle to this madness will be all 4 Warriors. Okay, Scott and Michael will be wearing the protective back, elbow, knee, and headgear. They will need it. The Warriors are going to rock with delight. Wunderlich in gold. Johnson in purple. Johnson 2 weeks ago scored 125 in this. Wunderlich only 25. But looked like Wunderlich got the first move. They're both in the red zone. Got to go to the scoring zones to make it work. Wunderlich, our Marine. Johnson, our ex-football player. And Wunderlich gets the pin. He's got 50 points. We've got 27 and counting. Johnson all over him. Wunderlich counters. Wunderlich knows he's got to score and score a bunch. You're down by 210. They're both on the edge of the red zone. 17 and counting. They roll. If you roll into the points, you get the points. 13 seconds. Spending a lot of time on the red. Somebody stand up and deliver. Here we go. Another whistle, another pin. It's 50-25 Wunderlich. We have 3 seconds and counting. Wunderlich will score extra points. He won't bring them back even, but he will take the edge in the pit. Show you the replay. Scott Wunderlich is a Marine. You know they call the Marines the Fighting Leathernecks, but after that pin, his neck is feeling like rubber.
Why were you pinning down Michael? You guys never got anything happening after halfway through.
I was just trying to stand up. It's like going against a freight train. I mean, I was just totally disoriented. Every time I try and stand up, he'd hit me. And there's nothing I could do.
Michael?
I tried to get him under him as much as I could and just throw him up with my upper body strength, and I'm stronger. And I think it worked a couple times, but it's pretty tiring in there.
I can look at you guys and see how tiring it is. Joe, back to you.
Thanks, Lisa. And now we're going to see how Veronica and Kathy fare in the pit. The rules are exactly the same, and so are the hazards. The Lady Warriors will break their huddle and start to rock as you see Wunderlich and Perry face off in the dead center. Here we go, 45 and counting, quickly down. Perry gets the pin for 50 points. That hurts the Gold Cause as they were down by 185. Perry, a multi-sport athlete in high school, she gets another pin. 125 to nothing with 29 seconds. Perry and the gold team starting to walk with it. Wunderlich is standing. It's important for her to get the pad on Perry. Both fall in the red zone. 18 seconds and counting. Neither of these ladies scored 2 weeks ago in the first round. You can see Perry, though, has broken that scoreless streak with 125. And Veronica Wunderlich having trouble just standing with 6 seconds and counting. Close to another pin. Very close to another pin. 1 second to go. Yes, sir. But 125 points to Kathy Perry, helping the Purple Knights cause. The last time Kathy Perry entered the pit, she didn't score a point, but you are looking at her score big today.
Kathy, this time you picked up 125. What did you do differently?
Stay low and be strong and hit high, and I just kept coming at her, and I got a few points. So,
luck on your side this time. Congratulations to both of you. Thank you very much. And Joe, back to you.
And you think the Purple Knights have an insurmountable lead, right? Wrong. I've seen it happen. Here's your scoreboard. Purple Knights, Johnson and Perry, 825. Wunderlich and Wunderlich, 515. Lisa, our Gold Knights are down by 310, but let me remind everybody, in the first round, they scored 250 to end the tournament. They're capable of big points.
Absolutely. You know what I've noticed, Joe, is this has been a very rough tournament. These Knights have been pushed, shoved, knocked around, so they've got a lot of aggression to get rid of in the next event. Beware, Warriors.
The final event, Target Onslaught. It's played in 2 parts. The entire Warrior Dome is converted into a huge shooting gallery. In the first part, one teammate has 30 seconds to hit 6 floor targets. And the weapon of choice? This specially designed power crossbow. The archer will be trying to earn time rather than points. Starting with a minimum 30 seconds in the bank, each hit is worth an extra 5 seconds. 1 hit pushes the total to 35, 2 hits to 40 seconds, and so on. That total is then passed on to the shooter's teammate for the second half.
In the second part, the other teammate must hit the high-flying, onslaughting warriors as they zigzag their way toward the shooter. A warrior hit on the first slide is worth 150 points, second 100 points, and the last closest slide is worth 50 points.
The purple team of Kathy Perry and Michael Johnson will go first. They lead by 310 points. Kathy has elected to shoot first. Look at the intensity in her eyes. We are ready! And the first live target is the right horse, missing a little bit high. 25 seconds and counting. She's going after the next target. She's taking her time reloading. It's up to Michael Johnson to make it reload quickly. The right horse is the target. Boom! She got it. Back to the sun. She's shooting for the sun. A little bit low. 11 seconds and counting. The next one's high. Reset your sights and aim for the sun. No, it's low again. 5, 4, shooting just to the right. She might get one more up. She does, but she does not hit the target. 1 hit for Kathy. She's earned 5 extra seconds for her partner. Michael Johnson steps to the power crossbow. The Warriors are ready to fly. Hit as many as you can to increase the lead. Here we go. 35 on the clock. 310-point lead. He can only help his cause by adding to it. Missing Pyro at the 100. Taking another shot at Pyro. No. Here comes Raven. He misses. Raven in the 100. Gonna take another shot. No. He likes that 100. Shooting long for Chaos, and he just misses Chaos for 150. Oh, just gets by Nightmare as well. Takes another shot at Nightmare with 13 seconds. He takes 3 shots at Nightmare. He's firing and hitting Pyro for 50. So he now has a 360-point lead for his team. And a bullseye for 150 points on play. He is racking up the points. What a round for Michael Johnson. 400 points, giving his team a 710-point lead. Well, this is it. If the gold team has any magic up their sleeves, they better pull it out right now. Veronica and Scott Wunderlich. They have to score 710 just to tie. Veronica Wunderlich will shoot first. You know how important it is. You need to hit the targets to take the pressure off your partner. The first hot target is the sun. The shot is a little bit high. Another shot, no. Quick reload for Scott. Veronica fires and misses. 20 seconds and counting. Just missing low. Oh, she's ever so close. 16 seconds and yes! Another hot target, the Dragon right in front. Right in front of her with 10 seconds to go. The second target is just nipped. That's 2 targets now over to the right horse. 4 seconds and counting. Raise it up a little and fire. Just missing. 2 targets hit for Veronica. That's a total of 10 extra seconds for her partner and husband, Scott Wunderlich. They will now have 40 seconds. 710 is what he needs. It's an uphill battle. Go for the deep row. Venom at 150. A shot now taken. Hits Pyro for 100. He needs 610 and counting. Another shot deep. Missing Chaos for 150. Just missing Raven at 100. He's got 100 with 25 seconds to go. 610 to tie. Another shot for 100 goes underneath Nightmare. And he fires and hits. 17 seconds and counting. He's at 150. Another shot missing. He's going to have to get a more. Venom is shot for 200. A total of 250. 250 points with 7 seconds to go. He's firing away. He knows the chances are slim to none. 2 seconds. He gets Chaos. Give him credit as he fires and also hits the after the buzzer. 350 points. Not nearly enough. So the purple team of Kathy Perry and Michael Johnson will advance to the semifinal round.
Awesome shooting there, Scott. Very impressive.
It's that Marine Corps training, you know. They sent me to boot camp. They paid me to learn to shoot, so it paid off, but not enough. We let ourselves get too far down.
Well, I know you guys are newlywed. Is this your idea of a honeymoon?
Maybe his, but not mine. No.
Well, I know you guys had a wonderful time, right?
Yeah, we did. We met a lot of great people. We have a lot of memories and battle room to take home with us.
Well, thank you both so much for being with us. We had a great time with you. How about a hand gallery?
Well, they scored 865 points. That'll win a lot of tournaments, but not tonight. Congratulations to Michael and Kathy. You're on your way to the semifinal round and one step closer to those grand prizes in the Royal Finals. And now we turn our attention to the center of the arena where Michael Johnson and Kathy Perry will receive their awards from the Lord of Rules and Discipline.
Michael and Kathy, once again you have crushed the mighty warriors. Be proud as you accept this token of our solemn veneration. A job well done. Let us now give a hearty hip hip hurrah for the team of Michael Johnson and Kathy Perry.
What a tournament! The Purple Knights of Kathy Perry and Michael Johnson put on a clinic tonight.
Unbelievable. Now that's 1,225 points. It's got to be a record.
We've checked it. It is a record. Absolutely. They set a new record. Records were meant to be broken. Semifinals are coming up. Woo! We want you to be with us for those, okay? For Lisa Canning and this zany crowd at the Warrior Dome, I'm Joe Fowler. We'll catch you next time on Knights and Warriors.
Conduct, Junior Warriors. You should always look both ways before crossing. Unless to you, both ways is up or down. Then I might as well be talking to a cranberry.